Hey folks, this is Jake here at Canadian Cutting Edge, and hey, today is Monday. It's late morning right now for me, and I got a package in the mail. Well, not in the mail, from the UPS truck, and it came from Gritomatic. Gritomatic sent me a bunch of stuff. I've done a number of sharpening videos of sharpening equipment like the Hapstone sharpeners, the TS Prof sharpeners, Lansky, some of the lower price stuff. Today, I've got a box full of stuff that's the sharpening stones and accessories and other smaller tools, and not full big systems. And so I'd like to go through this box and show you all kinds of good stuff. Those of you guys who are wondering about my shoulder and my arm healing up, it's slowly getting a little bit better. Had a good weekend visiting my grandkids, had a great time. It was my daughter and her husband's 6th anniversary, so we watched the kids while they went out for the afternoon, not too late in the evening because they do have a little one that's still nursing. But they had a great time and we had a good time and came back home not too late last night. Around supper time we got home. And so we had a good time. And hopefully, if I keep taking it easy, and it's amazing how moving that mouse just hurts so much. Moving it, holding a computer mouse, doing any one action that's a small actions seems to be what hurts it, even if I'm just sitting in the wrong position, so I have to move and change my position or put my arm up like this or whatever, all kinds of weird stuff. And then it is getting better, and we'll see how long that'll take. But for now, let's take a look into the box, and then we'll take a look at the individual packages and see what kind of stuff we have from Gritomatic. Just before I get into that, the reason we're doing this is we're celebrating the fact that Gritomatic has opened a North American office. They've got an office in Georgia now, so not all of their stuff is shipped, well, it is, I guess a lot of the stuff still shipped, overseas, but they ship it to you if you're a North American customer from North America. So that's great. They're on Amazon. They've got their own website and stuff. Those are links that I will provide down below, so check out this stuff. Here's the box when it's full. I just put it down on the floor here. And as you can see, there's a couple of layers of things. There's lots of stuff in there. I'm going to go find out what Bandit is up to, and then we'll take a look at each package. Keep watching. Now, I'll probably need a knife to open some of these packages, and this is the Paladin. This is a Best Tech knife that I've not yet reviewed. Something else that's small here. Let's use the back instead of slicing. I'm just going to use the back to open that up. That's a little trick when you're opening soft stuff. I don't know if it's really a trick or not. I think this is just a bag to hold stones. Yep. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sleeves for you to put stones into so you can organize for carrying around. We've got hook and loop, Velcro kind of stuff. So that's, you put the stones in. And I like how it's got sewn 2 different lines here. So there's a fold point there, or it will accept the fold point right there. And that's where the Velcro is made with, right there. Bandit, quiet. Bandit, come here. So that's how that works. I think Bandit just wants to be on the screen here. So let's see. Bandit, come here. Right here. How are you, buddy? How you doing, buddy? Are you happy? Good boy. Yes, you're a good boy, aren't you? Tail's going nicely. That's my doggy. Yeah, that's my dog. Yeah, you want to come up now, don't you? Yes, you do. You want to go down the table now? There you go. That's a close-up shot. What are you going to do on the table? You're just lying down. He just lay down directly under the under the phone here on the table. His back here is like 3 inches from the camera. That's my boy. Okay, I got to take you down, Bandit. I got to take you down. There you go. You're a funny dog. Okay. Now let's take a look at this package. It says 85 on it. Okay. Okay, there's several things in here. So we've got, this is stropping paste, a Venev brand, 0.5 microns. Oh, that's locked. It's got a seal on it, so I'm not going to open it up yet. But so it's a jar of paste. I don't want it to dry out prematurely if I'm not going to use it right away. And yes, as you can see, this stuff is from over in the Ukraine, Russia area, that part of the world. VID is their logo because it's Venev Industrial Diamond, VID. So this is Venev stuff, a compound. And so here, all you have to do, I have to get the chart, but ACM is going to tell me what kind of material it is. And the 5/3, that's the micron size. And that's a nice tube of paste. And here's a stick of some kind of paste, I guess. 2:1. Very nice. Let's see if this one's set to be open. There you go. So makes it easy to put onto a strop of some sort to rub it on. Oh, there we go. So there's that. What do we have here? Oh, I'll open that in a second. This one I can still see. This one's got the sort where it's got a plunger, so it's like a large syringe. And there's the tip of the syringe there. I'm going to leave it in the packaging for the moment. So another way of applying compound. So in this little box, we've got, maybe this is a sample set. I don't know. I've got to refamiliarize myself with their website. So in here, let's take this apart to see what's in here. Oh, okay, yes. Okay, why don't I just read the sticker? Venev Diamond Strop Sampler 8 grits. So this is a sampler package of 8 grits. And if I read on here, then I can see it on here. This is 40 micron syringe. Yeah, just read the English stuff and then you know. A squeeze tube, 5 micron. And lip balm tube, that's probably 2 microns. That's probably what the 2 is for. And I read that one. So this one's the sampler. So there you go. If you're not sure what kind of grit you think is going to work for you, especially for a compound for stropping and stuff, you know, here's a sampler set that you can use and, you know, decide which is going to work best for you. I've seen these same products by VID, Venev, Industrial Diamond online, and you know, just to be totally frank, you know, Gritomatic does have the best prices that I've seen, and I'm not saying that because I'm advertising for them. I'm saying that because that's what I found. What do we have in here? Okay, so here's some more smaller ones. That probably fits in a KME system. I'm just guessing. So it's the same thickness, just a little bit smaller. And these are 25%. From what I understand from the Venev thing, the 25%, that's a standard amount of grit that they put in, the diamond. And then if it's 50%, that's double the standard. And if it says 100%, that's 4 times the standard. So it's not that 25% of it is the grit, because they do have 100%, and you can't have 100% just grit. You need some adhesive to bind it together, right? So that's my understanding. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. Microns, 7 to 5, so between 5 and 7 in here, and between 3 and 2 microns on that side. So these are useful as well. They do have an awful lot of stuff here. And what do we have here? Ah, they've got strops. So here's a leather strop with a handle. So what it's called here is Hapstone leather, something for P, it starts with PA, double-sided strop. And they've got the Hapstone logo right there, and on that side. And I think this is probably, I'm not sure if it's walnut or just made to look like it's walnut. But sure does look good. Decent, comfortable handle. And nice leather strap on there. Very nice. Linear ball bearing M2 knife sharpener. So I don't know if this is just a component for some of the Hapstone sharpeners. I think that's all that it is. Yeah, it is. Okay, so this is a, this goes on your post on the sharpener on the M2, and then this is ball bearings for sliding the rod through it. So that's a good upgrade. I've got most of the Hapstone sharpening systems, and it looks like there's a couple more in this box. But before we get to those, let's finish the smaller things. Look, this is probably part of a Hapstone too. Adjustable knife ring on bench stones. Oh, this is a separate device. This is, you buy this by itself, and this is what you get. This is the, what's the name of it? Am I right? Is it the T something? I forget exactly what the name of it is. But I'm not going to demonstrate it right here, but what it is, it's a small little handheld system. You clamp the blade in here, and you use it to hand sharpen on something like this. And so it's a budget way to get the right angle. And, oh, here we go. These are really, really good. I will be reviewing a different knife maker in the future, and I noticed one thing they don't have on their system, and it's a brand new system, is these. What are these? These are shock absorbers. Like on the M2 system, there's no system to stop you from pulling the stone with the full stroke all the way out or pushing it all the way in past the knife. If you put these on, it stops it from sliding all the way through, and it gives you more precision on use. What else do we have? Oh, this is heavy. This is going to have stones too. This, it only says 83 on the box somehow, somewhere. Well, not somehow, it just says it with letters. With numbers, I should say, not with letters. Whoa, oh, wow. This is a complete Gritomatic set. So these are their own branded ones. Yeah, that ring from that LED light. So this is the Gritomatic line. This one's a kangaroo leather strop. So there you go. Aluminum backing, kangaroo leather. This one's a thicker leather strop, so it's going to be softer. Cowhide leather. Cordovan leather. That's a little more expensive. Balsa strop. So wood, and I've stropped with wood before, and you put some of that compound on the wood. It worked great. Curved metallic bond. So this is just ever so slightly rounded, great for doing recurve knives. So it's like a steel, it's not steel, it's like a diamond impregnated, slightly radius stone, great for doing recurves. And then we've got the same thing in a number of grits. These are new. And these are awesome. I was sent one of them back in the spring, one or two of them back in the spring to test, and they are phenomenally good. So here's a complete set of 7 different grits, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 different grits. And then several different stropping systems, which is great. To be able to strop while it's on the sharpening system, you can get a very, very beautiful mirror edge. It's a little bit slower than manually stropping, but it's more precise, and there you get better results. It takes a little more time. That's what slower means, right? I think slower means that it takes more time, yeah. And in this box, we have the scissors attachment for the Hapstone M2 and M7. Okay, I was waiting for this because I do sharpen scissors every once in a while. And where did I put that knife? I put it in my pocket. And I'm actually making up a sign. I'm going to be advertising at the local fabric store in town. to let people who sew a lot know about the fact that there's somebody who can sharpen their scissors with precision for them. So there's that bubble wrap. There you go. And so this system locks into place. You lock the angle that you're at with this part and tighten down, and then you can turn this out of the way, however. And this holds your scissor in place. And I will demonstrate exactly how this works in a future video. So the scissor attachment. So I like to see that Hapstone is coming out with all sorts of attachments, and they've got more than just this already. And so let's put this to the side for now. And now I've got 2 boxes left inside that big package. The smaller one of the two is this Hapstone. Turn it around. Hapstone knife sharpener. Let's see if there's a label here. There it is. Let's come around this way. Scissors module for the R1. Okay, so yeah, they want me to test all of them. And so they sent me all of them to test. So this is the scissors attachment for the R1. How's this going to open up? I don't know why I'm not good at opening boxes sometimes. So this scissor attachment is a little bit bigger yet. I think I'll put both in one video because the way this section works, the way you attach the scissor on here is the same on both of them. And so it's basically going to be the same review video for both of them. If this part works well, then it's a video that gets a good review. If this part doesn't work well, it does not get the good review. But of course, the rest of it has to work well also. But nice ingenious system for how to tighten that up and hold it in place. Looks very good. So there you go. And you can get Hapstone sharpening systems from Gritomatic or from the Gritomatic store on Amazon. Okay, so let's put this down too. Now for the very last package. And this says, rotating clamp upgrade for the M2 sharpener. So you get your driver bit. It's an Allen end, and then you get this little Allen key. You get your main rods to slide your stone through, and this holds the stone. So this part is going to be very similar to the other one. And then this is the change for the M2, and it's got the one clamp in the middle, and then this one you can put on either side, and of course the detent part will hold it. There you go. In bare hands, you have to push harder. When it's on the machine, it's not that hard, and you can adjust how stiff that detent is by adjusting this right here. So let's loosen this up for now. And, you know, there's a little bit of a notch right there, and click. The ball bearing sits right in that little notch right there, and that's what gives it the precision. Very simple design, and yet it's precise once it's tightened up. So, nice clamp, nice Hapstone system. So there you go. Here's all this different stuff from Gritomatic. Thank you to Constantine from over on Gritomatic in Georgia for sending me these things. I appreciate it, and I like showing this to all you other guys. Have a good time, guys. Remember, always cut towards your chum, not your thumb.